Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome.
We started early tonight.
Well, it was technically a little bit early, but it's all good. Shit, my thing says there's 0 people in here. Is there 0 people?
Yeah, and actually on FNA, they had 24 people watching, and it said 0.
0? Yeah, that's weird. Low life, welcome, welcome. Kara, welcome. Cat
Welcome.
Eyes, welcome.
Thank
Blake,
you, Low
I
Life.
seen you sliding in as well.
I'll give
Area
Justin the credit on
51.
that.
Morbid, Sherry.
He does all that,
Moon.
the intro and all that. So he said,
yeah.
love the fucking intro. I said, yeah, Justin does all that. Only thing he does, but he does that.
What do you mean?
What's that, be Reptile?
What the fuck are you talking about? That's the only thing I do. Motherfucker, this guy's about to get an eye dotting. That's what I'm talking about.
What's up, Cat Eyes? What's up, Lakers?
Yeah, Blaker says 13 watching. Yeah, mine says 0. It's weird.
Yep, so is mine.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it kicks in later. I don't know. I don't know why it's been doing that. Of course, who knows why it does
Let me
that.
go on my phone and see. That's weird.
Yeah, like I said, FNA's been having that problem for 2 weeks now. It tells them that there's only 0 people watching, and then people in the chat tell them how many there is. So,
Oh no, it says 10 on the phone. So that's cool.
hey, Tammy. Yeah, so it's weird. Yeah, mine. That's weird. I don't know. Another thing with StreamYard, I'm sure. What's up, Sherry? Hey, Ashley. What's up, Boza? How's everybody doing on this Monday?
It's Monday. It's lame-o stinky on Monday. We did have Benji for a little bit, but you know how his connection is. He bounced out. Stan, welcome. You reptiles, welcome.
Waka.
I don't know if he's coming back or not.
Said he had to restart his
day
phone or something like that.
Irondogg. Pain day. They're all pain days, fool. They go around just one. Mitch, welcome.
Welcome, Mitch.
So everybody's on this fine. There's 0 people in here. It says 0.
That's fine.
Months ago. Feel like I'm talking to myself. Oh, and tell Junior I got the stickers. Thank you, him, both of y'all, and the family. I appreciate it. I'll do an Instagram post.
What's up, Troy?
React because I got no friends, you know.
Also, now you're not going to, since you got him, you're not going to talk bad about him no more, huh?
No, I haven't talked bad about him, never. Only just you.
Stickers.
Balls and strikes, welcome.
Y'all see that? What's up, Moon? Y'all see that snake that Will Banks put on Instagram? Dude, this thing's crazy. Let me see if I can find it.
What is it?
It's the same. It's 2 completely different snakes, but with the same. It's the same pairing.
Same
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate that.
All right.
I should time you out for that.
He says that both are pastel leopard super gravels. So he said this is not axanthic. All right. So this is the first one. This is what the other one is.
A tiny bit of yellow on the neck there.
But look at the other one.
Yeah. And they're both the exact same genetics?
He goes, I'm not sure what's going on, but hope to find out this season. So this is they are both pastel leopard super gravels. So yeah, that's
well, you can see, look right there on the neck, you can see a little bit of yellow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Huh.
Just a little bit right in here.
Yeah.
But I mean,
a little bit of yellow.
But you think that compared to the other picture of how that one looks.
That's right.
I mean, they're completely. I mean, it does look axanthic, dude. You know what I mean?
It does, yeah.
So yeah, that was crazy. So what's up, Derek? So yeah, that's kind of weird. It's kind of cool though, you know. I mean, that's a good.
It's like those pastel clowns. You would, most people would never think those are the same 2 genetics. Those 2 snakes look totally different.
Yeah, so I mean, but it's cool. I mean, you know. Blaming on Derek's interview with Mike the other night. Woke up this morning at 7. He had that dreaded message I knew was coming one day. I don't know what that message is. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a cool looking snake though. I mean,
For
you
sure.
know. So I thought that was interesting. So what up, Heather? Strongest queen. Yeah, I don't know. That's a cool looking snake though, Troy. I was like, man, that's cool because, but you know, I think that wasn't the Stormtrooper just like a couple basic genes too, and it produced
they
that, you know.
Yeah, they said they've never been able to duplicate it.
Yeah, never been able to duplicate it. So it was like
they've done the same breeding like over and over, and they never
up,
got
Will?
another one. But even that one darkened up really bad when it got older. The black like took over. It wasn't as black and white as you know when it was younger.
Right. So yeah,
It's like it's almost all black now. That's why I'm wondering if that maybe that yellow will come in later on that other one or something. That would be crazy.
I don't know. It looks pretty good size. So
Fungus Queen, welcome. Yeah, it does too. But no, that's crazy.
Good looking snake either way though. But yeah, I'm sure he'll with Will Banks, he'll hold it back, he'll prove it out and see if there's anything else going to come out of it.
He said he'll find out what's going on this season. So
sooner or later with all his snakes.
Would you say he had like 4,000 or 5,000 so fucking?
Yeah, I know he's got at least 4,000 or more.
That's just insane numbers. Just insane. I couldn't even think about just trying to deal with 4,000 thawed rodents or live.
I seen that, Troy. It did look cool. John asked a couple fairly close to Stormtrooper, definitely. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, people have come close, but the people that when the ones that the pairing or whatever didn't come close to making it again or something. We'll make welcome.
Some people,
and you know, what was weird is Brian Barczyk was talking about when he used to have all his Kluberts, because he sold a lot of his Kluberts, and he said he had like 5,000 or 6,000 Klubert snakes at one time, because his collection at one time with all his snakes was around 30,000 or more. But he said, I remember one day I pulled 20. It was either 2,100 or 2,200 eggs from Kluberts alone in one day.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Back in the day, I'm like, holy moly, dude. What's that, Brian? That's a lot of eggs, dude.
How do you feed 30,000 snakes at once?
Well, I'm sure you don't feed them all on the same day.
Well, you have a crew that helps you do a lot of that.
No, but I mean, you'd have to be a rodent exterminator or something. Jeez, does he have a big rat farm or mouse farm?
No, I don't think he. I think he orders everything. I don't think he breeds any of them. No rodents.
Well, yeah, but
so
at that size, he's got people breeding for him at that size.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Man,
there you go. That's how you do it, Benji.
Snake food, snake breakfasts.
Yep, I didn't think he ever produced any of his own rodents. He probably got a guy that just produces them just for him, though. I'm sure up there somewhere. Or who knows? He might get them from one of the other places. When you're ordering that many, when you got ordering that many rodents, I'm sure you're getting one hell of a deal.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's got people breeding rodents specifically for him.
It's true.
Yeah, I want to order 100,000 rodents this week.
Get Get them to volunteer and do it for free.
That's a lot. But I mean, ain't no different than Mike Wilbanks or, Garrett DeMeyer. I mean, they both got, 4,000 or 5,000 snakes. So, I mean, they're still,
Damn. About 30,000. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how deeply invested he was in it, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I did see his videos last week, generating income for this legacy aquarium. I wasn't quite sure, what I was watching. I was like, wow, he's going for it.
Well, he's already in. I mean, like you said, if I don't, he's still got to spend $700,000-800,000, but to build him back in condition to do something. I mean, because he's pretty much gutted it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's in it either way. I mean, he's already into it a certain amount of money, and if he stops, he's still going to have to spend a ton of money to get it where they could give it back to whoever, the owner or whoever, if you don't own it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So
big commitment. $2.5 million bank loan is a big deal,
Yeah, but I don't wonder. I mean, he probably spent way more than that on his Reptarium, dude. I mean, surely because he's, from when he started and then added on and added on. I mean, I'm sure he's
true case of you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah, I would, so.
Okay, go.
His enclosure's pretty cool.
I think he owns partial of that business. I want to think because I think he's with I can't remember the place out of Texas that does all them enclosures, but I thought he was an investor in that one too. Yeah, in a minute, Jerry. And but I don't know. Oh yeah, he has some good influential friends. I'm sure. I mean, he's already named it and everything. So.
Yeah, but the loan thing seems kind of weird. Do you think, I mean, his wife is just as much an investment as his. You think that she would be able to get the loan, even though if he wasn't going to be around?
No, I don't think it's not Focus Cube, Derek, because these are the ones that make all the huge, like all the fake rock and all that. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sure somebody knows in there.
I don't know about leaving a $2+ million debt.
I'm not a big fan of Focus Cube habitats anyway. I just think they're kind of overpriced for what they are. So, not saying they ain't nice. I just think they're overpriced. But I
always did say to myself, though, if I found out I was going to die, I'd go and get the biggest loan I could possibly get. Like that was actually my plan.
Well, that's the thing, Reptile. It's already been made. It's just you ain't seen it. I mean, it's like any other animal. There's an albino or a pied version of it. It just the nature hides it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there you go. Will said I made one too. Yeah, he has a lot of investments for sure. with the bedding and stuff. Hell, he's been with Reptiprime for a long time, you know. Will said he made his own focus Q habitat. Yeah, you didn't have to wait 6 months either. That was like animal plastics there for a while. People was, oh, look, they got that sale. I can get that enclosure, that 4-foot enclosure real cheap. Yeah, they took them 6 months to a year to get them, though, you know.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
They're still all backed up. Still.
Exactly. That's what it is, Troy. Universal Rock. Exactly. That's exactly what it's called. Thank you for that. I just couldn't remember the name of it. But, yeah, I mean, yeah,
they make those rock balls with the enclosures.
And you know what? Actually, after Brian started doing that, you see a lot of people in the industry. I mean, it helped their business because I see, you know, Derek had that one guy that pretty much did his whole basement in his house, and you know, did all that background, and then I've seen people on TV doing it too, you know, making over their bathrooms and stuff, you know, and putting that background in there and shit like that, you know, because it's waterproof and shit, you know. So, you know, he's got drummed up a lot of business, so, you know.
Oh, for sure. You know, he's helped out a bunch of people.
Actually, Troy, I don't know if you know what is it, the Python? What is it? Who's the guy we had? Oh, the Python burrow. He uses it for substrate in his egg boxes, and has had good luck with it.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, but you can keep anything.
Real good luck with it, you know.
You can put anything in there. You can put dirt in there as long as you keep it wet long enough.
But you know, because it holds the humidity and everything else, you know, pretty good. So
that guy from Olympus Reptiles used to use that. Used to use Brian's bedding in all of his ball python enclosures, or all the tubs.
What's it made of?
Coconut husk, I'm sure.
Just coconut whatever husk. Fibers.
Yeah. But I think the Reptile Prime would be good for like frogs and stuff like that, you know, because it's real fine, you know. I don't. Yeah. I don't like it for the snakes, you know what I mean?
It's not much different than just the Eco Earth that's already swollen, you know, that's not condensed or whatever.
That's what I mean. So yeah, that would be the only thing. I agree, because they could get a lot more easily in their mouth. Because you could see that even with like the Eco Earth when we had frogs, that when they, you know, if they miss, they get a mouthful.
Jesus. Yeah, they still did. It happens all the time.
And then they spit it out.
I got one frog that's just savage. As soon as you open it up, he's mouth open, ready to go. It's like fuck, he gets dirt in his mouth every time, and then he'll swallow it like he done got a meal. It's like, well, whatever, man.
Yeah, but I think they're a little different than snakes, so you know, I mean, because they don't really care what, you know.
Yeah.
But when they don't like it, it's funny because they will spit it out. It's funny as hell. It's like,
well, yeah, they try to, but it's stuck on their tongue. It's like,
can those blocks of cocoa like mess up the frog's butthole real bad if they swallow it?
You don't use cocoa chips. You use like a powder, you know, real fine.
It's
you don't want to keep any frog with any kind of substrate with any sticks or anything, because yes, it'll kill them. Because
if they get it in, because even if they miss or something, get a big old stick in their mouth, it ain't good.
Yeah, they'll never be able to digest it. It'll kill them. So
I have seen videos with frogs with dirt in their mouths and lumps of bark and.
Yeah, it's not good to keep them like on forest floor or something like that, you know what I mean? Because that's got like little chunks of wood and stuff. It's not good for them.
Oh, nice. Rat bites suck, man.
Oh,
did it get you good, or did it just kind of nibble you? Because they'll bleed you even if they're just nibbling. Because you know the difference, man. When a rat bites you out of anger, it's a different kind of bite.
It hurts, dude.
Yeah, they'll mess you up, man. Rats are no joke.
Aren't certain rat bites worse than others, like Norwegian?
Well, they'll nibble on you anyway a little bit, you know.
When they bite you, it hurts, dude.
But when they're pissed, if it's out of anger, it hurts. They got big ass teeth too, and they're nasty. The only good thing is I breed my own, so it's like, you know, at least
But
I know
some
where
rat
they're coming
bites are
from.
worse than others, right?
Well, yeah, it depends
Some
on how mad
breeds.
they are. Yeah.
I mean, I heard Norwegian rats are more aggressive.
Oh
than
yeah, the one that got
ASS.
loose. Yeah.
No, Norwegians
Huh?
ain't as aggressive as ASS.
No,
Is
ASFs are way worse.
ASS more aggressive?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Ah,
when
are
it
they?
comes to
I
but when
must
it comes
I
to
got it
feeding,
round.
when it comes to feeding ASS, once they get hit, they just like they're like one of them fading goats. They just kind of like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, they're done.
You know,
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, they just roll over and just go whatever.
because I had one get loose in my room
I know
one
Heather's
time.
all like,
I was
"Yeah, what
catching
kind
them,
of bite was it?" Because
and
there's a lot of different kinds. Some
I'm
of them
just
hurt
trying to
worse
get
than
it. You know, I mean, it was friendly. It never had ever had a problem, and it was a Norwegian. And I went to grab her behind something, and she must have thought I was trying to hurt. You know, was freaked out, and she turned around and bit me, dude. She was dead after that. She didn't ever bite
Oh,
nobody again.
Connor,
she
welcome,
got
welcome. Oh yeah,
banished.
they get fed
Oh,
off
she got me
first.
twice,
That's for
dude. I mean,
sure.
deep. What's up, Connor?
And she became Mr. Snake's dim
Oh yep,
dims.
yep. Low life, it is. It's
Yeah, that's true, Troy. And I know some people, they say, oh, look, my ASFs, they're so friendly. And then I see other people, they're just mean.
mine are all like all the youngsters. They're all fine and dandy, but once they breed, it's like they turn into Hellcats. I don't know what it is, man. It's like
Killjack, you remember all his? He goes right in there and picks them up, and they're just like as tame as can be, you know.
You could teach them to do tricks and stuff for food.
well, the only thing to
you?
be fair about that is he did have large colonies, we'll say, in them
Yeah.
cubs. So yeah, they didn't know any
Well, yeah,
better.
Norwegians are really smart. You can teach them to do all kinds of stuff. I used to teach mine tricks, Benji.
Really?
Yeah, teach them how to breed so I could feed them all.
Yeah. I remember that
Hey,
one.
do you guys?
It was a mice breeding video or something, and I was like, I'm at the end of the video. I'm gonna tell you the 100% guaranteed tip to get your mice to breed, and all the way through the whole video, and right at the end, I was like, let your mice go; they'll breed like rabbits. I'm sure that's what people weren't expecting, but it's true.
Have you guys?
If you can't get a rat to breed, though, I mean, you're doing something really wrong. If you can't get a rodent to breed, you know what I mean? It's like. You really got to be
guys
fucking
like
up,
drinking cider?
No.
Does anybody here like drinking cider?
No.
What do you mean? Apple cider?
Like cider, apple cider. Like it's alcoholic.
Yeah, I've had it before.
It's about 8%.
Not alcoholic. I've had non-alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we make like scrumpies, and it's like 8% or something. It's really good.
Scrumpies?
So I should try that. Yeah, that's what they're called, scrumpies. There's another one that I like called Dickens, which is pretty cool.
I bet you do. Just because of the name, huh?
Yeah. That's good. That's good too. You was on that pretty quick. I calculated it, but I wasn't quick on the thought though. You got him good. Fucking, he likes anything with dicks in.
Yep. What is a scrumpy, Benji?
I ask him this shit all the time, and he always.
A scrumpy is a bottle of cider, and it's about 8% alcohol. And
is it like a certain size bottle though? Is that where the name comes from, or is it
about a flagon? It's like 750 mils or something. And we drink them like soft drinks.
Kind of like a Mike's Hard.
Mils is like a.
Like a what is it? What was it? Hard.
Isn't it 750 mils a fifth? Like
yeah.
A bottle of wine, all that. They're all 750.
Yeah.
Fifth of booze, 750. All that. Yeah.
Yeah, we drink them. They're really good.
I like that. What was it? That hard cider, whatever that Red's apple cider, whatever, that whatever the alcoholic drink, kind of like Mike's Hard cider, whatever,
You guys should try some different different alcoholic beverages. Go to a bottle store and buy something you've never tried. You're just like, huh.
Benji,
KGBs. Do you know what a KGB is? It's like vodka.
Well, when I was a kid, it used to mean Killer Green Bud.
Oh, it's like
no, for real. That's what they used to call it when I was a kid. It was KGB. It was like,
right?
What's it called?
Killer Green Bud. You know, weed. Like, you know, so you got any weed? It's like, oh, I got some KGB. It's like, for real. But it do sound like some Russian shit too. So
it's like RTDs, we call them RTD. Do you know what an RTD is?
No, I know what an R2D2 is.
RTDs are like alcopops, like pop drinks, but with alcohol.
What's an alcopop?
It's a pop drink with alcohol in it.
Why do you want to get zipped up on caffeine and be drunk at the same time? Isn't that kind of defeating the purpose? I think we've had this discussion before.
You know what they call that in America, Benji? Girly drinks.
Girly drinks, yeah.
Bitch beers.
I like girly drinks.
Let's see. I'm going to go to the liquor store. Am I going to buy me some cider with alcohol or a bottle of Jack Daniels? Jack Daniels.
Well, that's what a grown man would do.
I mean, I generally buy Jim Beam. No, I do. I drink mainly Jim Beam, Black Label. You guys hassle me about the Coca-Cola.
You ain't got a lie to make friends. You ain't got a lie to make friends. Boats and hoes. It's all about the boats and hoes. Boats and hoes. It's all about the boats and hoes.
What's up, Venom?
Venom. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what it is.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, Venom. What's up?
Still says 0, Justin.
Nipple pics on the Instagram. Benji, what's the difference between a recessive and a codominant gene?
Recessive and codominant.
No, don't get into it, Benji. I was just funny.
Well,
yeah, them are good, Troy.
Let it go,
doesn't
Benji.
recessive genes, the more you breed them, the less they have in them. You know, like it diminishes.
Just name one. Name one.
It doesn't really diminish. No.
Name a recessive.
Well,
your percentage was.
I named a whole bunch of them the other week. There was like 10
just
of
name
them
one
that I said.
Just name one.
Well, there was like
you had notes, Benji. You had notes written down. You don't have no notes in front of you now.
No, I don't. And there's clown and there's hit.
Okay, there you go. There you go. All right.
But man,
why Heather?
There's hit pied and
hit pied is not
too many. Like, what's hit pied? Is that
well, a hit pied is it? But just pied. It's just pied. Is the recessive?
Is that
gene.
Dominant? It's recessive. Oh man, see, I mean, I'm gonna have to make a list.
But you just don't refer to the gene as a het unless it's an actual het, and then it's just a non-visual.
I still don't understand. Really.
Me neither.
I'm a little bit like Ken. I'm kind of questioning what is what.
No, you're not like Ken. You ain't got a clue.
No, that's true. I don't really have a clue. I'm just trying to figure it out.
At least Ken can name off some stuff. You're just over there guessing.
No, I've never held a snake in my life. Never seen never been in the room with a snake.
You need to go out there and catch you one of them sea snakes, Benji.
You're deprived, Benji. I can't believe you even live in
sea
a filthy
snakes. Go out there
country
and
with
get you
no
one of them
snakes.
sea snakes.
Yeah, don't play with those, Benji. They'll
Never
kill
had
you.
a Slim Jim or a fucking Twinkie or so. I swore.
I've never had a. What did you call it earlier? A squintle doodle or something?
Scrumpy.
What did you call it?
Something like
A
that.
I've never
scrumpy.
had a scrumpy. I have a scruffy.
You said they had
Has
sea snakes up
anybody-
on the beach the other day or a few months back. You said
Yeah,
they
they
found
do.
some sea snakes.
Yeah,
Don't fuck with the sea
they
snakes,
have.
man. They'll
And he
mess
said
you up.
people are going around picking them up and taking pictures.
Banded.
Do you know how venomous?
Crates.
Do you know how venomous sea snakes are?
Takes one to know. Nasty. Some of the most. Yeah, they're nasty snakes. Some of them are nasty.
Has any of you ever heard of Vegemite or Marmite?
No. I've heard of azomite. It's a volcanic ash.
So you put it on your toast, like for breakfast. You put it on your toast. The spread that you put on it's made of yeast. It's like black tar, and you just like it's really, really bitter.
You look more like a
I don't
Nutella
know.
guy, Benji.
So you put some
Nutella.
black bitter shit on your toast. Why? If it's bitter and nasty, why would you put it on your toast?
I don't know. Some people like it.
Oh.
Some people like that
eat
bitter
crazy
taste, dude.
stuff. We eat crazy stuff. Some people eat crazy, crazy stuff. Depends where you live, where you're from. Like we eat a lot of seafood. Raw oysters. We eat raw oysters and
yeah, we do that here.
Hearts, abalones. Ah, there you go. He had Vegemite. It was terrible. It is pretty fucking bad. Oh, you think Vegemite's bad? You should try Marmite, mate.
Emily, welcome.
Welcome.
Marmite's even stronger. Vegemite's Australian. Marmite, New Zealand's Marmite and Australia is Vegemite.
It doesn't even sound appealing.
Yep. What's some rules, Benji, being on here?
I know. No swearing.
No.
No smoking weed. I broke them.
No talking about food.
Sorry. Oh, okay. Oh, well, you wouldn't like this food, Karen. Like, honestly, this is like somebody spread dog crap on your toast.
Like dark beer.
Yeah, it's yeast extract. It's black. It's like tar.
It's an extracted fluid from yeast.
It's gnarly,
that doesn't sound
man.
attractive in any given way.
I think we know that. Well, you know, now we know what's wrong with people from New Zealand. So,
well, it's one of New Zealand's
and all the animals they said that are extinct. It wasn't because they extinct. They killed them all. They hunted them to extinction.
We killed the dodos. The dodos dead because of us.
Well, aren't you a piece of shit? I can't believe
you know
do
the saying.
To the poor dodo bird.
You hear the saying, "Dead as a dodo."
No, we around here it's dead as a doornail. They call it.
Okay.
Not dead as a dodo. But your people killed off the dodos, huh?
I think another species too, didn't you?
And the mutton birds, yeah, we killed them too. And we ate them all. What else did we kill? We killed the moa. The moa, it was like a giant ostrich, but even taller. Like these things were 12 feet tall. Giant birds. Big birds with no wings, like big giant ostriches, but they had like dark brown feathers, and they had this big solid neck and a head that was like, I don't know, as long as my forearm. And we had the Haast eagle. That's extinct too. The Haast eagle was the biggest eagle that ever lived on Earth, and they had like bigger wingspan than a albatross. Like these things were massive.
And you wonder why you had no snakes. Because any animal you get, you guys kill off. That's why you don't have nothing.
Place. When the settlers came here, we just burned all the bush and turned it into farmland. Like we decimated the place.
We'll make sure to kick him off Morbid so he can go over there.
Yeah, you got to go over to Morbid's
link I'll
tonight.
come over and I've got the link. His Sandy sent it to me.
Yeah, that's IG. Probably what they said. Did they see the size of that guy there?
I got it. I got the link, Morbid.
Is that true, Benji? You drink this beer?
We have a brown eye here in New Zealand. Well, we all know what a brown eye is, but yeah, I mean, we have
does that mean
a lot
shit
of
beer
craft
or what?
beers here in New Zealand. Like, it doesn't. I don't know, because I don't drink craft beer. I'm more of a mainstream Corona type of beer drinker. But the craft beer industry in New Zealand is pretty substantial.
Heads and tails, welcome.
Max Ale. Have you ever heard of Max Ale? Max Ale's one of our big brewers.
Cassowaries are vicious animals.
Oh yeah, they're Australian birds. Yeah. They'll cut you a new asshole.
Benji, you have a question? Oh, I was just hitting the same one. He's sucking on a dirty Sanchez right now.
Oh, I know what that is because I once got asked to go on a concert tour called the March of the Dirty Wizards. And I kind of was like, well, I didn't know what a dirty wizard was for a good year or so. And then I found out. And then I was like, oh, my God, I just participated in this dirty wizard tour. And now I'm a dirty wizard, I guess. But, yeah, Sanchez, dirty wizard, same thing, I guess.
All right, Troy.
They also call it a Hitler. I've heard it called a Hitler.
Benji, you've got some weird shit over there where you're from. That's all I got to say.
Have you never heard of that, Justin?
What, a dirty Sanchez? Yes. A dirty wizard? No. But if they're the same thing, I guess, then...
A Hitler?
No.
You guys.
I mean, you can see that very good, but
is that their funky kind of beer?
Everybody's Googling dirty wizards now.
It's called Brown Eye Rye. And it says
brown-eyed rye. Is that like whiskey and rye?
Morbid's still wondering about that rat getting in. It's a bitch, isn't it, man? I hate. There ain't nothing. Did you feed that rat off?
That true, Benji?
Ain't nothing worse than getting bit by a rat. It just pisses me off.
What does? What
beer? I'm assuming
that beer.
I have never tried it. Are you from Australia, Balls and Strikes?
No.
Was he? Well, what was he doing in bloody New Zealand?
Well, what's it to you?
He's in South Carolina.
What the hell?
Maybe he went on vacation.
Must have. What the bloody hell? You come to New Zealand and you don't tell me? When was this? You don't visit me?
He said that was in Australia when he was in Australia.
So he was living. What? You lived in Australia for a little while, or you went on holiday there? Or?
He has friends
right there
in Australia, New Zealand.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I don't know why you got to drill the guy though.
He said his friends live in.
I don't get to talk to very many people about New Zealand on here, so.
Well, he's not. He's in America.
Yeah, but he's been here.
He said he's see that one of his best friends in a rock band in Australia.
Okay, what's the band called? Because that's
right
my
there.
thing. I'm in a
Lord.
band. I like bands. Lord. Okay, not LORDE like Lord, because there's a New Zealand. There's a lady from New Zealand called Lord, who's a musician, but nah, she's not a rock band, is she? Nah.
There you go. He also has friends in Voyager.
Okay. So who do you know in New Zealand?
He said all of his good friends are in Australia. All the ones that's been criminals and bad people live in New Zealand.
That sounds right. I told you they sent them all back here to live here. They 501 them. Australia,
all the criminals are in New Zealand.
They made up a law. Australia passed a fucking law so that they could send all of the people that they didn't like from New Zealand, all the Maoris and everybody who got in trouble. If you do anything in Australia that they don't like, they mark you as a 501.
There you go, Benji. That's why he went to New Zealand, to see the Lord of the Rings sites.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, well, where I live isn't too far from there. And I've taken a whole bunch of pictures, and they're all on my Facebook and my Instagram of Lord of the Rings sites. Matter, you must have gone to Matter to the farm, right? The hobbit holes and the hillside.
Hobbit holes?
Yeah, they have hobbit houses in the hillside, and you can pay to go on this tour, and you ride a golf cart and you go all around this bloody farm, and there's all these little it's amazing. It's actually pretty cool. They kept all the movie sets intact after the movie, and now you can go on a tour
for the spring festival.
Hobbiton. There you go, Matter. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place, huh? That's a good idea to keep that film set intact for tourists.
Well, there ain't nothing else in New Zealand.
No, I was just going to say, we don't have anything else here, so...
I didn't even know. I was just kind of guessing.
It's true.
He's all, it's true.
We do have some cool stuff here. We've got the Rary Falls rock slide. Have you ever heard of that? It's a waterfall.
You got any snakes? Bad place.
Nah.
You can't trust.
But we do have this cool waterfall, but instead of being like that, it's like this. It's like and you can get on a what do you call it?
So I'm guessing you guys don't use the phrase "snake in the grass" in New Zealand,
and slide down the hill on the river. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's in the South Island, the Rohan. If that's where you went to the.
Yep, he said his son went skydiving in New Zealand, Benji.
It sounds like he went to the South Island too.
Yep. Did you hear me? He said his son went skydiving in New Zealand.
Yeah. My mum just went skydiving.
I wouldn't go skydiving anywhere.
My mum went skydiving when she retired, and they forgot to tell her to put earplugs in, and it messed her ears up on the way down. So yeah, if you're going skydiving, put your earplugs in, guys. You'll thank me later.
I'm sure. Here you go, Benji. He drove from Christchurch and drove around for 3 weeks.
Oh well, that would have.
They flew there and then they drove around for 3 weeks. I'll be back.
Yeah, nah, I'm a bit jealous now. Mr. Balls and Stripes Pythons. I always wanted to go to South Island. Yeah, I know, but I've never been around the South Island. I lived in Christchurch for 6 months, but I never left Christchurch. I did go to the river and that and have a look, but I never went further south. And that's where he sounds like he went in a car south of Christchurch to Otago and stuff like Dunedin.
A lot of sheep.
Depends where you go, mate. But
Sure,
yeah.
Yeah.
And Central Otago, yeah, South Island, yeah, they have a lot of sheep farms, sheep stations.
See, you wearing boots over there, huh? So you can put them back legs in there, huh? We know about you, New Zealand folks. Wearing them big old rain boots when it ain't raining. Benji, you're laughing too much. You must have done that before.
I just got this like mental image of this fucking.
Yeah. All the good sheep spots. Yeah.
Terrible. Do you know, like Australians and New Zealanders kind of have this running joke about sheep shagging? Like we kind of tease each other. It's kind of like America and Canadians tease each other.
No, we don't tease one another. We just tease Canadian. That's it.
Canada seems like a bit of a really strange, crazy place to me.
Why?
Well, half of them speaking French and the other half are
well, it depends on where you come from.
Yeah. I mean, and it just seems like a weird, the Commonwealth country like we are, so they don't have a president, they have a prime minister. Just, I don't know. Seems like a crazy. I mean, I heard all about the bikie wars they have up there, where they blow each other up with bombs and all sorts of good stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sherry. What are you trying to look at there? If you had a computer, you'd be able to see the screen better.
Man, I can see you. I can see me. I can see Chris. I can hear you guys. I'm happy.
Canada is awesome. I went to Canada. It was cool. Balls of Strike says too cold. It was nice weather when we went. I went to Victoria Island and did a bunch of shit there. And
I mean, you're not too far from Canadian border where you live, right?
Yeah, no.
What is it, a 2 or 3 hour drive north?
Yeah. Rodriguez Reptiles, welcome.
Hey, Darian. What's up, man?
No, it didn't seem. I mean, when we went to Canada, it didn't seem too much different from here. A little bit different accents.
All right, so who believes in Bigfoot? Is it just me?
I'm not going to tell you he doesn't exist. Let's just put it like that. Don't be dissing no Bigfoot, fool.
it could just be like an enormous NFL player or something or basketball player who like grew a big beard and grew his hair long. And then like disappeared into the bush and never came back out. Like it could just be some feral humans, but I mean, there's been so many videos now and so many sightings. I think, yeah, there's a monkey man running around in the bush somewhere.
Well, like I said, I'm not, I live in Washington. I've been in the woods. I mean, I've heard some freaky shit. I've felt some freaky shit.
You've heard? Do you think you may have heard the sound of? Because I've heard some recordings of them.
No, all I'm saying is I live like minutes from the mountains, so it's like if you've ever spent any time in the mountains alone, you can assume whatever you want with whatever sounds you hear. You know what I'm saying?
All I seen when I left is something about Benji like sheep or something like that.
Yeah, Benji, he wears them oversized rain boots so he can stick the back legs in there so he can keep the sheep from running.
We don't have no birds. We killed them all off. We don't have no snakes, but we make sure we have plenty of sheep around. Makes me wonder.
And them sheep serve a dual purpose. They're tenderizing them from the inside. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, there's deer, there's goats, there's rabbits, there's
yeah, you think that it's true.
Wallabies.
But hey, between Canada is the place that that can't say shit because you still have wild territory there that's never even had people on it before. It's like the most unclaimed territory ever and shit. There's some Bigfoot running around in there.
That must be an Eastern Washington thing. I used to go scout. Yeah, I heard a lot of people up in the north part of Washington used to say that it's territory too, that there's probably Bigfoot there. So I've heard that. There you go, Benji.
When I looked at
true? Is this true?
The sightings of God.
Everybody around here got a Bigfoot story. Even I got one, but it's one of those things.
When I saw the map of the sightings in America, the crazy thing is it's not just up in the north. It's not just up in Washington. There's sightings all the way across America.
Oh
yeah, but they call it different, like
all over the world.
In Ohio, they call it a grass man. Grass man in Ohio, and
there's some kind of a figure everywhere. Yeah, lots of Indian in there. Yeah, reservations here.
Yeah, we got them here a lot in Oklahoma, and
there's
then there's
definitely
a lot
a
of
difference
Minnesota.
Between something like a Bigfoot and something like a chupacabra or a
no, chupacabra is more of like they say it's more like a dog or a cat.
There's a difference, there's a difference.
Chupacabra is just a dog that seemed to have mange. That's all it was.
That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah,
I mean, and what's the other one called?
Mothman.
The Appalachians.
No, Yetis.
The Dog Man or whatever they call.
No, they call them Yetis in the mountain or in the snow and shit.
Yeah, there's a whole.
They got all kinds of Mothman.
It's all basically the same thing.
They're all
urban. Dog Man, Catwoman, Crazy Cat Lady.
Well, there's a lot of them.
Crazy cat ladies are 100% real. 100% real.
Well, I think we all know one of those or two.
Not once that I'm going off grid.
Have you guys ever like been?
We're
in
not
the
talking to you
house
anymore
of
until you get a laptop, Benji.
What?
We're not talking to you anymore.
Exactly. You ain't got to worry about no Bigfoot in Appalachia. That's what you got to watch out for. Some motherfuckers playing the banjo out there. What would you do if? Okay, so I know what I'd do if I seen a Bigfoot and I shot it. I wouldn't be like calling. I'd be like telling my friends, "Come with me. We're going to the news station right now to film this live." You know what I mean? Because if there was a real Bigfoot, and you said something about it, they come swoop that son of a bitch right up right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, they would too. They and try to make you sign papers. You'll never talk about it again, and this and that. And
I don't care if it was a baby Bigfoot. I'd shoot that son of a bitch just so, you know. I mean, I could shoot it. You know what I mean?
Damn! I can't believe you shoot a baby Bigfoot.
Why? You kick baby elephants in the trunk. So what's the difference?
Well, fuck. That's not a Bigfoot. Ooh, that is dirty.
Yeah, but nobody would believe you if you didn't, Justin. You know you would.
That is dirty.
Justin said he got hit by a Bigfoot. It was just a stick that smacked him.
No, well, you can call it what you want, but yeah.
You call it what you want. It might have been some of that KGB.
It could have been. All I know is I was on a motorcycle. I was all leaned over. There's no way it could have been the tree.
I think he just smoked too much of that KGB.
Nope,
and
I
then
scared
goes,
away that rabbit,
Bigfoot.
and that motherfucker was Bigfoot's lunch, and the motherfucker was mad at me because I scared away the rabbit, and he done swiped the fella. I ain't never rode so fast in my life. I was fucking.
Oh, for sure you would be.
I burned through gear so fast I might have burnt up my fucking clutches in there and shit. It was rough. I was just kicking.
905. All you gotta do is go out there and get some of that beef jerky.
Oh, yeah.
Bigfoot would come.
So,
dang, Heather. Nuns, kids, baby elephant, Bigfoot, it's all the same.
He does the nuns and kids.
And
now baby Bigfoot.
Did Justin just say he had a stick thrown at him by a Bigfoot?
No, I think I got scratched by one. He was mad at me.
And escaped.
Don't be messing with Sasquatch. That's right. Don't mess with Sasquatch. He'll get your ass.
Hey, we all got a Sasquatch story, man. I live in Washington. It's all good. Everybody laughed at me. It's all good. All I know is I got a creepy feeling. I scared off a bunny and I got swiped. I think I scared off Bigfoot's lunch. That's all I'm saying. I done come in there with my dirt bike, caused all kind of noise. And he was mad at the fella. It's all good, though.
I mean, I know he's real because I use Dr. Squatch's soap. So, you know, he's selling soap and hair products now. So, I mean, shampoo and stuff. So, he's real.
Hell yeah, I got me 4 or 5 Squatches.
I mean, these guys are supposed to be big, right? They're supposed to be like 8 foot tall and hairy. You'd think they'd stand out, but these things seem to disappear like motherfucking John Wick. It's like they're there one minute and gone the next. It's like, what the
Well, you stand out, don't you?
Right there, the Jack's Links jerky. That's right.
Do you stand out in New Zealand, Benji? I mean, you're tall and hairy.
I blend in because everybody looks
well,
like
there you go. He blends in with he knows how to blend in.
There's no way a whole bunch of people look like you, Benji.
Oh,
I'd never want to go there. That'd be a scary place.
You go to a local pub on a Friday night and you'll find a whole bunch of guys dressed up like me.
Yeah, I remember that show. That was a funny show.
Drinking
Harry Henderson.
Fucking Benji's over here making stories up again.
I remember that one. They always said. You remember for years they always said, "Hey, they saw them footprints and everything, and they were always inspecting them." And that one guy finally come out and said that was my dad. He found all of his molds, and he said he'd go out there and make all them feet prints and stuff, And,
yeah, there's a bunch of mini marts like on the mountains and shit, or in the mountains, on the roads and shit. You go in there, and they always got like the plaster Paris footprints, and you know, and all the big. You can't go into a mini mart anywhere in the mountains, anywhere around here, without Bigfoot shit everywhere in the mini mart.
Yeah, Sasquatch moved to New Zealand. He's now a Kiwi. Man, they have a Domino's pizza place down here. It's like next to a gas station, dude. They got this awesome statue of like a Bigfoot, you know?
Yeah.
Man, I'd love to have that thing. They sell them concrete statues and shit around here. It's pretty cool, but
yeah, like especially now when you go to the fairs and shit, they have those huge metal cutouts. You can get like 8-foot ones.
yeah,
that are all laser cut out with the CNC machines. But like 8-foot great big old Sasquatches, they're crazy. You can get little ones too, but
right. Yeah, it's just like crop circles, yeah.
Oh no, don't start talking about aliens.
there's way more of a chance for aliens than there is a Bigfoot.
Next, we'll hear Justin's story about how he got abducted and probed.
I never got abducted, but for us to think that we're the only, the only species known to man, or known in any universe, is kind of slim.
So you're a Kiwi, huh?
Why do they
Benji?
like?
Huh, Benji? Are you a Kiwi?
Yeah. Well, that's what they call us because that's our national bird. It's like American eagle. We get just called Kiwis, you know. But just to
I thought it was because you was fruity. It's a fruit too. I figured it was just because y'all were fruity.
Oh yeah, there is
the
something
fruity
called
part is
kiwi
true.
fruit, but kiwi fruit are actually known as Chinese gooseberries. So, but we call them kiwi fruit. Yeah, I just wanted to just point something out. Like,
Please
why do aliens? Why would they, if they come to our planet, like intergalactic travel to get here, and the first thing they want to do when they arrive is look up someone's butthole? I don't.
Where do you get the butthole thing?
Well, I'm just confused.
How do you know we're just not the reject planet and they just, let us hang out?
Okay, Benji, let me ask you this question.
Why are they so interested in our booty holes? Like,
I don't think aliens are big-headed and green or anything, but I definitely think there's got to be something out there.
That's in our butthole that they need to.
Okay, so let me ask you this,
because
Benji.
aliens don't have buttholes. That's what.
Who built the Great Pyramids?
Aliens. That's a good question because
let me tell you a little fact about that. Let me tell you a little fact about the Great Pyramids. There's 2.5 million stones in that pyramid that weigh between 2.5 to 15 tons each, and they had to cut them from a mountain and travel them way over to build them, and they're all right. So you're talking. Do you think there was that many people that could have done that? So there's either one of two things. Either they were aliens or there was a species like us here before that had a lot of advanced technology, and then it wiped, when the Earth got wiped out, we've just never found that out because
in Noah's flood that the Watchers were destroyed by the flood, and if the Watchers were able to help Noah build the ark, well then who's to say they weren't helping people build other stuff before them too, like
they said it took them 20 years with 4,000 people, and they said today's technology would take 2,000 people 5 years. And that's helicopters, cranes, and everything. So no, you know what I'm saying? I don't buy it.
This planet's been wiped clean by more than
I mean, that's a lot of stones, dude, and the weight of that, where they had to get them from and travel to where they built them.
It's crazy, right?
I mean, just one of them unknowns. You know what I'm saying?
They say they put them on rollers and drag them using,
Oh yeah, there's a lot of theories, but
yeah, come on.
They say the accuracy of those things, it would be even hard to achieve the accuracy nowadays with modern day equipment. There's like an eighth of an inch of difference all the way from each corner and all that shit. I mean, it's insane how accurate that thing is.
Can I see your cat? I mean, I don't want to say.
No, he's over there hollering. As soon as I get up, he'll run.
Can I see? No. No, I'm not gonna.
Exactly, would be billions to build one. Exactly.
He sounds like he wants to be on the show.
No, he's just a black cat. They're vocal. All black cats are vocal.
I'm sure he can hear us talking. And he's like,
he can't hear you talking. How can he hear you talking? I got headphones in.
If you've got headphones,
Yep. So.
Yeah, Chris likes to keep his pussy to himself.
Exactly.
His black pussy.
Don't discriminate, Benji.
Don't be a hater.
Where I grew up, we didn't know what discrimination was. Well, we were just poor, you know. You're poor, you're poor. Bullshit. You know, you don't know nothing until you've ate cereal out of a old Cool Whip container that's got spaghetti or chili stained into it, you know.
I probably still got one to this day I've recovered somewhere. I mean, shoot.
You know, so there wasn't it wasn't, are you black, white, brown? It was, we just po. We all po, you know.
I used to remember we grew up in the projects when I was a kid and shit. Oh, yeah, somebody, you got 2 eggs? It's like, you got 2 pieces of bread? There was always somebody borrowing something from everybody. It's like, go see if Jerome's mom's got a cup of sugar. Shit. And it's like, fuck, man. We didn't give a shit about color. It was
I'm
like,
so poor.
We all just tried to
got
eat.
my bong out of the garden.
Yeah, we just tried to eat back then. That's all we gave a shit about, eating.
I'm so poor.
Shit, I wish I was poor, Benji. I'm just po. I'm not even rich enough to be poor. I'm just po.
I know that feeling. That's why we live with more than just my hubby and myself. Poor.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, when all the stock market was crashing and all that years ago, it was all the millionaires that were killing themselves because they didn't know how to live. You know what I mean?
Right. They didn't know how to make popcorn when the maid went home. So they had to call the cops.
So it's just, you know.
Hell yeah, I ate me a peanut butter or a butter and mayonnaise sandwich before.
Yes, they are, Troy. Yeah, they are delicious.
Put in the middle, but I still ate that shit.
Peanut butter and mayonnaise?
No, not peanut butter, just buttered mayonnaise. It's like a poor man sandwich. There was nothing to
just
put on it.
Just butter and mayonnaise there, Benj.
It sounds like a dry ass sandwich to me.
Crawfish po' boys, shrimp po' boys, they're good, boy. Justin don't know. He don't eat nothing but hamburger and chicken. He won't eat none of that wild game stuff.
Dry ass sandwiches.
No, Not
you won't eat fish or seafood or none of that.
I don't like fish.
No beaver.
I eat me some beaver.
Fish is good for you, man. Fish has got omega-3 in it. You need that.
If you had mayo, you weren't poor, Justin.
The same if you had butter. People went nuts if you had butter on something. It's like, whoa, no
peanut butter and bologna.
What the hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, we only had butter because we got it at the cheese line with the cheese.
If they sold that, I wish they sold that. I wish they sold that shit in stores. That was the best cheese ever.
Big old tin of peanut butter,
wasn't it? That was the best cheese ever. I wish they would have sold that in stores.
Hell yeah.
Hellman's
that was
Mayo, cinnamon toast.
I remember my mom used to drag us out of the deal and try to give everybody envelopes with addresses on it. You go here, try to get more cheese, and fuck, it was a nightmare. I used to hate cheese. Like, I love the cheese, but I hate when mom drug us out, try to go get some extra cheese because we'd be there at like 5:30 in the morning trying to get some cheese.
I think everybody loves cinnamon toast. Yeah, government cheese is delicious. It was the best thing they ever made. Probably wouldn't be saying that if we knew what was in it, but who cares? It's cheese.
Grilled cheese.
So
Hellman's Mayo. She says, not that imitation shit. America Whip is salad dressing if you read it.
It is salad dressing, yeah.
Exactly. You know.
No, it is actually salad dressing. It's funny.
Yep.
I've had the argument with people too. I don't mind either one. It doesn't bother me. But they're like, it's not a salad dressing. It's like, fucking read the bottle, motherfucker. It's a salad dressing.
So it's on the goddamn bottle.
Post my first video on YouTube today. But
What's that?
Did you post that song?
Yeah, I tried to, but it came up with a copyright thing detected, but I kind of knew that going in, and I was kind of wondering, like, how do other people get around putting up?
Well, you should be able to, because I don't think if it would have showed you playing the guitar, then it wouldn't be. And I think you need to show you playing the guitar.
Did you have
more,
background music playing with it though?
Well,
yeah, but as long as he's playing the guitar part of it, it don't matter. You know what I mean? And singing. So
I was, but they still copyrighted me. It must sound so close to the real thing or something. I don't know.
yeah, I just let them know, hey, that was me. That wasn't a song I was playing. It was me playing the guitar, me singing, and then it'll probably be all right. They did, YouTube's funny like that.
YouTube is way weird about that.
I don't know. I just had a fucking anxiety attack and freaked out and just pushed back and fucking got out of there. I was like,
he's like, just pushed back and got out of there. Sometimes that don't help, Benji.
Oh, he knows that. Remember the cow story?
No, probably got
the bulls. They're bulls.
Got a strike or two.
Oh no, you're not going to get a strike. They won't give you a strike for that, Benji. Put Duke's mayo on an orange. Sounds nasty, but taste is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that.
Well, if someone goes to my YouTube,
I don't even like mayo in the first place.
Be there. I mean,
that's why Dot put mustard in your hair, because we told her to put mayonnaise, and she said no, she doesn't like mayonnaise. That's why she grabbed the mustard.
Yes, little rascal.
I remember that.
That was
Uber said, dump some mayo on her head. And she's like, oh no, she does not like mayo. She can't stand it. What do you got? We got ketchup. Get some mustard. Put mustard on there.
Put some mustard on there.
She did. She got back and Sherry's like, what are you doing?
Just standing there letting it go on my head. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here?
And then the look was like,
you're not supposed to cuss, Sherry.
I said G.
No, I heard you say fuck just a minute ago.
I heard it too. Yeah,
I think you did. I think
you did.
Wow.
Slipped right out there.
You said you said you like this. You like, she kept pouring on my head, and I was like, what the fuck, Dot?
Yeah,
that's exactly what she said.
I don't think I've ever heard her say that before.
Morbid a little bit too much.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah,
it's past 8 seconds of the video, so we're all right.
That'll do it to you too. You're hanging out with that Morbid. He's turning you south now. Then got you over here cussing and stuff.
Yeah, it's not normal for me to be F-bombing unless I'm on Morbid's or someone else's channel.
That's why me and Justin cuss. It's because Benji and Sherry, we never used to say bad words till we got around them guys.
Well, heck. Justin's been around me an awful lot longer than this show's been on.
Yeah, but your first video,
and that's why he cusses.
You were just sucking on lemons over there, all sour all the time.
Hey, it was a lemon challenge.
There you go, Benji. The video has to show you playing that guitar, or they'll ping you for melody infringement. So as long as you were showing it, and I could tell you had the guitar.
Yeah,
you could barely see the guitar, barely see it. You know. So if you'd had that, if you'd set the camera back just a little bit more and showed you playing it, they wouldn't have got you for it.
Well, I don't know if they did get me for it. I just saw a thing on the bottom saying copyright stuff to
All right, Troy, good to see you, buddy. You have a good night too.
I don't know if it posted or not.
Yes.
Well, they didn't hit you on a strike. They didn't give you a strike on it.
They would have gave you a warning first anyway.
I put on the description, I put all rights reserved to Zach Bryan, and
no, that doesn't.
Yeah, they don't care.
You don't even need to do none of that. That don't work anyway.
It don't work. They don't care.
No, you can't do that, Benji.
I don't know. That's what you're gonna have to teach me. You'll have to teach me how it works.
we're tired of teaching
But
you
I
shit
thought if
already.
you put
We've
up a
been nursing you
disclaimer
now
that
for how
that-
long? Huh? You've been sucking on titties for how long? You're gonna have to start
Well,
learning
this
how to
is
do
my
some shit on
first
your own.
video, man. This is
Justin is tired of his
this is
titties
my
getting
first
all red
video.
and raw.
I'll send you a
Yeah.
link, Benji.
Taught me shit.
I'll send you a link that you can sign up for me and Justin's YouTube course for $49.99, and we'll teach you everything you need to know.
And then we're gonna send that to your local computer guy for credit to get your computer.
Yep, and then we'll send it to your
Actually-
computer guy to get you your computer fixed.
Actually, you should do that. Do a teaching thing. People would pay
Yeah,
for
I
it.
do need to do
I don't
something.
need. I can't teach nobody
could put
nothing.
some-
I didn't get the proper
I
learning.
could put some songs up on my YouTube. and
You
probably
did
get
an awful lot of teaching, you silly.
Well, we just give
I
our
don't teach
opinions
nobody
out
nothing.
here.
I just give my opinion. Yeah. This
Yeah,
is how
well,
I
your
did it. This
opinion
is what I
works.
do. Well,
Your
sometimes
opinion works. It's teaching.
I'm still broke. It ain't
I
working
guess
that
it's
well.
no different than everybody else doing it, but I mean, you know,
That's the thing. You're not putting it out for being paid. That's what you got to do to get more money.
Well, yeah, but then if you do a YouTube how-to video in the middle of a whole bunch of reptile videos, that's just going to hurt your channel more than help it.
No, you don't have to do it for a reptile channel or anything like that. You could go to one of those sites that they have people learning on, and you show them what you got, and they'll let you put it up there, and you get paid a certain percentage.
I mean, you could drop
There's a
a
lot of
you could
there's a lot of
post a link,
published
you know, say, hey, if you want to learn more about YouTube and blah blah blah, you know, click this link and
Yeah.
join a Discord or whatever, you know.
Brian has one like that. You could have Discord, or you could have it set up through
Patreon or any of it.
Yep.
Or membership.
Yep.
Your membership, you could do it for memberships, you know.
Well, yeah, membership's the same thing
Exactly.
as a Patreon. It's just a different outlet.
Yeah, most people have, a lot of people I noticed that have, like a lot of the grow channels, they have Patreons
Mhm.
because YouTube shuts their monetization off sooner or later. So they'll
Yeah,
go to Patreon and they get it's when they hit over 100,000, it seems like they do it, you know. That one guy was monetized and he had a lot of members, and then they hit him after he hit 100,000, and then he just started a Patreon. So
Yeah, a lot of people do start up a Patreon, or they
But
also.
that's the way that Patreons work, or that's how they work, is
Yeah.
because if you already have a huge following and then you shift over, you're fine. If you try to start off the small fry with a Patreon, that's when you get laughed at.
No, you get kicked
Yeah.
because people don't like it that way. But you
Well,
can
yeah,
I
also
see
you're
people
not-
that
you're
I mean, I
not
don't think
known enough.
I think you should have a big enough following to do. I think you should have to have a certain amount, because some people have Patreons and I don't think they should have them. They just don't have enough. I mean, you know, you really got to be able to teach somebody something. You know, I wouldn't start one and say, hey, you know, join my Patreon. I'll teach you how to set up a ball python. I mean, you know, that would be stupid, though. You know what I'm saying?
you make the
mean-
video for it and then put it on.
You wouldn't have to. Everybody'd say, well, why? I could just go ask somebody and they'll tell me, or I can go watch a video already on it, you know.
True. That's true, but
That's how all the
Like
big YouTubers,
Irondogg,
they want to try to
he's
teach
got
you
a
something, give you a video, but they want to, and then they'll say, well, if you want to know, you want me to teach you everything, they give you bits and pieces. They never tell you everything to try to hook you in to get into their Patreon.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
no matter what,
the
they
other
all
thing-
tell you that it all boils down to the same basic 4 or 5 things. It doesn't
Yep,
matter who delivers
exactly.
it, doesn't matter how long they deliver it. It all comes down to the same bullshit.
Mhm. But the other thing is that what you can do is do the video and then have that set up and have you on the side talking with people or whatsoever, or just in the chat.
Well, you get it going, show us how it works, and then maybe we'll do it.
I can show you how it works.
No. No.
Sherry, do you know, I've heard this from another Canadian, and I heard that, no, seriously, it's a serious question, on Instagram, that, you know, if you get, you know, people try to like monetize their videos and reels and stuff, that they don't pay you if you're in Canada for that stuff. You know, like
Really?
you know how some people get, you know, like whatever to be on Instagram. I heard people
Well,
in
it's all
Canada
the
make
same thing.
reels.
It's monetized. This is all the same bullshit. Yeah.
They say that if you're in Canada, you're not eligible.
I thought we were.
I don't know. That's why I asked you. I heard that from somebody else, that had made reels, and they said that it don't matter. They don't get paid for them.
Okay.
Jot that down.
That's your homework for the week.
Where's your sister? She's off making creepy little houses.
Oh, there you go. 905 said
hey,
only some accounts are eligible. It's kind of ridiculous.
That's wild. I wonder why.
And that's from Instagram.
And he says, and if we do, and we don't get paid the same if they do pay. He says only some accounts are eligible. It's kind of ridiculous.
You think the pay rate would be the same everywhere? It's all just open content. Wow.
You would hope, but we get less anyway. I mean, if you send money to us, then we get, like, if you have send $20, we actually get 28. But if we send money to you, $28 or $20, we pay 28.
Yeah.
For giving you $20. So
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the money exchange rate is different.
That is true. But it still does equal out to Canadians get less money.
Right. So basically, what you're saying
is that because you guys don't have to pay taxes on it at the end of the year, and we do if we make enough money?
We pay taxes at the end of the year.
I had to pay taxes on YouTube.
Pay taxes.
No, taxes.
I had to pay taxes on my YouTube, Justin.
When?
Taxes.
This year.
We're talking taxes.
Because we're not the same as Washington.
Justin said we don't.
We have a lower amount, and Oklahoma wants everything you make.
I was just asking. Do what now, Irondogg?
He was asking if we have to pay at the end of the year. And I said yes.
Well, how you guys get free health care, all that bullshit. We don't. We got to pay for that ourselves. Is that why you get a lower rate because you get more benefits from your government? That's what I'm trying to say, basically.
I do not know. It seems to be.
Is what I'm saying is you may be getting a less rate because you get more benefits from your government because you pay in other ways, and we pay ourselves.
Right.
Anyway, Justin, what I was saying is because Oklahoma is different than Washington, so we have a lower threshold. So
how much is yours?
It's under 1,200 or something like that. It's real low, dude. So anything you make, pretty much Oklahoma wants a piece of it.
Damn, dude, I don't have to pay taxes until I hit 12,000.
We do stuff and they want it.
Dude, I had to pay. What was it? 10%, I think. 10% of what I made, I had to pay back because it was considered a 1099 here in Oklahoma. Yeah, on my taxes.
I'm on Justin's and Dogs.
So so you're lucky because you got a good state where you it's a high threshold for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Salt has gone missing.
Of course it has. We also have. How long do you wait for your health care to get in?
What do you mean?
Well, when you go to get to the emergency, how long does it take for you to get in?
They say you get checked in within 15
Oh,
minutes,
you're
and then you wait
emergency
5
now?
or 6 hours to get in. It depends on how busy they are.
Yeah, we usually wait 5
Yep,
to
6
12
hours here too.
Oh, it was 5
Yeah,
hours.
you could wait a long time here. It all depends on how busy, especially after COVID.
What?
The worst part about our hospitals, and most hospitals is most of the people that are in the emergency room should be at their local clinics instead of the emergency.
Well, yeah, I mean, they take
Or
their
they're just-
part out. They're going to take their percentage out. What I'm saying, at the end of the year, I had to file taxes on what they sent me.
It's not free, Justin. They take out.
We pay taxes on taxes.
Well, I know. I'm just saying that they may give you less because they're taking more for other things. So it's not like you're actually getting paid less. They're just taking more from you because of the way your government works, I'm sure, is what I'm saying. The pay rate coming from Google or Instagram, I'm sure it's the same to everybody. It's just that you're going to receive less because of the way your government works, I'm sure, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
you
we
pay
have
taxes
to.
in a different
we're
way
going
than
to
we do.
receive
Yeah, you
less?
pay taxes on to cover it through your taxes. We got to pay it monthly, and some people pay a lot monthly on health benefits. Probably more than you guys pay in a year. That some people pay in a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean,
Health,
especially if you
yes.
got like Cobra or something. Some of them people are paying for a family like $1,500, $2,000 a month. You know what I'm saying, for good health benefits. So
Yep, they take stuff out of your paycheck as well. That's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you sign up through here, they take it out.
Mhm.
You know, it just depends
Almost
on your
everyone.
employer what package you go through, and then what they're going to take out. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on where you work at. So yeah.
Yep.
That's
And
weird that
they
it's that low. Because in like Washington State, I don't have to file taxes until I make 12,000.
We're supposed to file taxes no matter what.
Well, we talked about that last time. That's not what we were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also you got to
However,
realize
if you're under a
I get
certain-
income every month too, Justin. So
if you're under a certain,
that's probably why. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, if your other income
You
and
don't-
that income, yeah.
Under a certain amount of income, you don't pay.
under a certain amount of income, you don't pay because you're poor.
Because of the non.
Well, that's exactly what I was
tax
talking about.
credit.
Like here, that's exactly what I tried to ask you guys last time. You didn't come up with a number for me. But here, I can make 12,000 a year or less and not have to pay taxes. And that's what I was talking about with the Canadian YouTuber. He said he didn't have to pay taxes for 10 years. He avoided it. So I was just wondering what your threshold number was. That was what I was trying to get to the last time we talked.
Well, if you'll let me talk.
Oh, here we go. Don't get all crazy room builder.
I am not getting crazy. Now, for Canadian taxes, it's a tiered system. So also we have the non-refundable credits. The basic personal amount this year is 14,300 and change.
That you can make without paying taxes?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, there you go.
That's
all we want to know right there. That was the basic
only
number.
2,000 more than we are, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, and well, there's also other credits, non-refundable ones. If you're working, you get an extra $1,287 on top of the 14,000. If you're married and your spouse doesn't work and has a zero income, their personal basic amount can be transferred to the paying spouse.
Right.
If it's a single parent working, they can use an eligible dependent for that same amount.
Plus, if you have
it's pretty much like that here too.
Yeah.
If you have a dependent person, you can claim that as well.
Like parent, grandparent, that.
Children credit, child credit.
It's called child credit, yeah.
Yeah, so there are a number.
That's the only thing.
We got all that craziness too.
Yeah, that's where you make the money if you got kids.
So 14.5, that's crazy.
I think one of our clients, they have like 10 children. They get child benefit. They get the GST for all of them. They get the climate action for for the entire household, and they make more without having to work on all those benefits.
Well, right.
Than I do in a year.
Yeah. Don't you love how the system works?
Triple of what I do, actually.
There you go.
At least. Yeah. So.
It makes you wonder why you work.
Yes.
And don't just pop a pup.
Coming out of Sherry.
Right.
The dual voice.
Yeah, so
905 says climate action.
oh yes,
need
the
an
climate
accountant.
action incentive. That's a carbon tax. Actually, it's only in certain provinces that they have it.
Well, he's in Canada, so.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're you know.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I was just letting her know that he was asking questions, and he's in Canada, so.
Yeah, which province?
Montreal.
I think he said something before, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I thought the only province there was Alberta. They're the best ones I heard. That's what they used to say on the wrestling. Alberta, Canada.
Alberta. Yeah.
Alberta.
Alberta. Yeah, Alberta. Whatever.
Alberta. Whatever.
Stu Hart's.
But yeah.
Wow.
905 says he needs an accountant.
Well, I might be able to do that. Yeah.
Be careful if she sends you a creepy little room, though. Be very careful.
Ontario. So you do
have
Irondogg
sent you a picture last week.
I did see that.
Oh, you're in Nova Scotia, so Maritimes. You get climate action there, don't you?
He's from Ontario, but the best place in Canada is apparently Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the trailer park boys are from. Ain't it?
Well, I thought it was Newfoundland you're supposed to go to if you want to have a lot of fun.
Isn't that where what was them two brothers that used to always do the pranks back in the day? Weren't they from Nova Scotia?
I don't know.
No clue.
Two that did pranks.
I can't remember their name.
I think an awful lot of the people are from Ontario or Alberta for actors and such.
Yeah.
That's where most of them seem to come from.
Yeah. So.
Swear to God, I hear a chainsaw.
Sunnyvale.
Yep.
You hear what?
Huh?
Something about a chainsaw?
Chainsaw.
Somebody someone around here has got a chainsaw. I can hear.
Oh, a chainsaw.
Oh, you hear a chainsaw outside is what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, that might happen, Benji. There's trees and growth.
Hey, guess what, Benji? Even though you don't, a lot of people go out during the daytime, so they do activities like that. If you ever wandered out while the sun was out, you might see that.
Yard work and stuff. Speaking of, I got to bust out the chainsaw here in the next couple of days. I got some shit I got to do out in the backyard. I was in the middle of
says thanks. She's
the end of last year when I went to the hospital.
Okay.
So if anybody's in here, can you tell me how many people we got watching?
Have a great night.
I chose 0. See you, 905. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye-bye, 905.
Look. It says 11. Well, unless that's not fresh. Let me freshen it.
Okay, let me put
it said 0 the whole time we've been in here, so.
Yeah, mine says 0 too on the computer. Morbid's over there live.
On my phone says 0 too, Justin, so that's weird.
Really? No, it says 11.
Yeah. But like I said, F&A was having that. Yeah, Dave's not here. That's who. See, I knew somebody knew who I was talking about.
D's, welcome, bro. Welcome.
Dave's not here, man.
Yeah, even Moon said 11. Yeah. But yeah, my computer says 0. My phone says 12 now, but the computer says 0. That's why when we first started, I was like, damn, there's nobody in here.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been messing up on a few other people's too, so that's,
it's been really annoying. Where is that? Get out there.
It's right outside my back door. Fuck.
What's out
drives you crazy, don't you, Benji? He's worried about that chainsaw out there. Go out there and look, check it out. You ain't scared, are you?
You know
What's up, Mr. J?
Well, with how he gets with his neighbors, maybe he is scared.
Well, we'll come at him with a chainsaw.
To be honest with you, I do have PTSD, and when I hear things like chainsaws and
oh my God, is there
fireworks,
anything you don't have? You
try
got
and
more
identify
initials
where
and
it's coming
bullshit
from.
wrong with you than a whole fucking nation.
You know what? You know why you have that, Benji? I'll tell you why. That's what happens when somebody staples their balls to a bar and gets fucking them lit on fire. That's what
Yeah,
happens.
you shit in your house all day. You gotta leave every now and then. If you're never around people, that's when you get anxiety.
It was getting it was when I got shot with the double barrel shotgun in the back. That was what did it, I think.
That's what happens when you pick on people smaller than you.
This fucking guy's always got a story. He's always got some kind of an excuse for everything.
Thank you, 905. The McKenzie brothers. Yes, Bob and Doug.
No, I mean,
That's
there's a lot
exactly
of
what I was thinking of.
Fireworks and loud noises.
My dog
People that
don't like fireworks.
Loud noises will get.
It just gets my attention, that's all.
Hey, Benji, you need to go over and get on Morbid's live. He sent you a link. He wants you to join.
Yeah, I got it. I've got it.
You don't need to be an ass about it.
I was just letting you know.
Has he started already?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he started.
Ah.
I'll go on in a few too, but
you need to stay away from over there, Sherry. Over here dropping F-bombs and shit.
I didn't even notice.
That's how it happens.
Sent you a picture,
Irondogg.
I Sherry wanted you to see this picture.
Well, yeah, okay. Blow that son bitch up, maybe. What is that? A tiny house?
Tiny house.
Tiny houses, huh? Yeah, get that thing out.
Oh, actually, it's a store.
I don't give a shit. It's still creepy. Creepy.
There's another one in there, Irondogg.
I've seen that. I don't know what it is, but I've seen it.
Later, 905.
Rodriguez said that his mother was Bigfoot.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, he did. He did say that. I remember that.
Yes, he did. Hey, Mr. J, done streaming your game? Cool.
He's over there trying to hit up on the ladies. He likes them ladies.
Of course.
Hosers, eh? Yeah.
Actually, mostly.
He said you was all stingy, so he had to find some other ladies.
Oh, well.
She says, oh, well.
Funny.
Stingy motherfucker.
You ain't got to lie to make friends.
What? I don't lie about nothing. Often.
It's not what your husband told us.
Oh, my husband says a lot. I know.
He talks to us a lot when you're not around.
I heard that.
That was good.
Morbid's on now,
Yeah,
but whoever else wants to go live, I don't know. And I heard These Balls Exotics was going to do a live stream.
Like just a live stream, or is he going to get back into live streaming?
Nah, I'm just giving him a hard time.
Oh.
I think he's so busy right now, he ain't got time to do it, you know? I mean, with his animals and...
Is that Dylan?
They got a kid now going to be on the way, you know, and...
That's true.
Yep.
Young and suck up all kinds of time.
And I'm sure. Well, no, it's still
there's sticky all the time.
It's still kind of early over there, so the lights are probably still on in the snake room, probably because it's only almost 8 o'clock there. So I don't think they shut off yet.
Where does Dylan live?
Washington.
He lives in Washington, right? Where does he live?
Right next to your girlfriend.
Yeah, I was just going to say right by your girlfriend.
Which city?
Well, the one your girlfriend lives in.
What?
Around the corner.
Seattle.
Huh?
Mount Vernon.
Close enough.
I ain't wrong, but I do have something north. So I figured I figured whenever you got time, you'd fire it back up, Dylan. I know you've been super busy. Plus, he's back to work and shit too.
He says he's got something in the works. He's waiting for that kid to grow up to be his camera person. That's why he's waiting. It'll take a while.
Right there, Benji's in Tacoma.
Do you live in Skagit County, Dylan?
He lives in Tacoma.
Oh, Tacoma. That's where Justin. Isn't that where you are, Justin?
No, he lives in Tacoma.
Tacoma. No, wait on. Tacoma. Yakima. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Tacoma.
No, it's Tacoma. It's Tacoma.
Same thing.
Same thing. Yakima, Tacoma.
Yeah, it's just all the same.
He's in Pierce County, Benji.
Northwest.
You hear me?
He'll hear you in a moment.
Pierce County.
He'll hear you in a moment.
All right, Jessica. You have a good night.
Pierce County.
Take care, Jessica.
Take care, Zach.
Right here. He said Mount Vernon is a few hours north. Right here. Look, Mount Vernon is a few hours north of where he lives.
But he still would like some snapshots of your old lady so we can go give her a visit.
Tacoma. Okay, Seattle. Tacoma's just south of Seattle, yep, and Mount Vernon's north of Seattle. I gotcha. Hey, Dylan, I messaged you on IG, bro, but you haven't, checked it.
He doesn't care.
All right, Heather, you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Later, Heather.
Night, Heather. Sleep well.
Yeah, I know. When he was doing lives, he wasn't working at the time, and he's been working a lot more now. So that puts a lot of damper on things. Plus, plus the snakes, and then all the animals, the feeders, plus all the feeders he's got to do. I mean, dang. He ain't got time to go live. He's always posting pictures of that pied.
Pie. You gotta get
it
it
out. It's a good looking
there.
snake, though. Hell yeah, it's a good looking snake. I'd be showing it off too if I had a pied Burmese. Shit. Pied Burmese is like having a monsoon in the ball python world. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, it's one of them nice looking $high snakes. Yeah, you're gonna show it off. He said he'll check his request, Benji. He says shit gets lost in there.
Thanks, man.
Well, he didn't say he was going to answer you. He just said he was going to look.
Good point. Good point.
Don't be getting too excited.
That's an idea.
Yeah,
hot knife everything, huh?
Damn, I went on YouTube, Justin, and
ideally,
where it shows all the videos when your page pops up. It showed the video and it said 5 waiting. It didn't even show us live.
Oh no shit, huh?
Yeah, that's funny. But between working 60 hours a week and my day job, taking care of 130 plus reptiles, all the rats, mice, rabbits, and prepping for baby, I wouldn't believe it. I don't bet you do. Now it shows us live, or no, it says it just says 8 waiting. Notify me. That's crazy. And then right next to my thumbnail is that dirty old My Animal House thumbnail for his Tuesday show.
Hey, live feed.
Hey, live feeding. Welcome. Don't be giving me shit about my stream.
Top left corner, I've got a red box.
Look at this shit, Justin.
145.
Of course.
It must be
right there.
You got Morbid right there too.
Yep, it says 8 waiting, scheduled for 8:17 p.m., which I don't know why it was scheduled.
I mean, even though they even got Morbid live over there, we should be live way before Morbid. But
and then it's got me, My Animal House, and Morbid, and then Joe Rogan. So you know where we're at. We're on the same category as Joe Rogan, motherfuckers. No, I'm just playing.
Nothing wrong with some Rogan.
Hell no. I wish I had this goddamn viewers like he does.
I know he was talking one day about doing something, and he's like, I got what you call fuck you money.
Yeah. No, he told.
I was just fucking rolling when he said that. I could.
Yeah, you know, he opened that comedy club up, and there was a comedian on his thing, and it said that you said fuck you to all the other comedy clubs because he goes, well, we don't want to get it. Joe Rogan says we don't want to tell how much they get paid. You know, that ain't nobody's business. He goes, no. He goes, I can say this. He goes, Joe, you are a very generous man. You probably ain't making no money on that, you know, because he's paying comedians good there to get them out there.
Yeah.
And he says, I never wanted to make money. He says on that, he goes, as long as I break even, I'm fine. He goes, I got plenty of money. It was never about money. I don't need to make money with it, you know. He goes, as long as it breaks even.
He was talking about something, doing something, and he's all like, it's fun when you got fuck you money. And I got what you call fuck you money.
Well, they said just on his podcast alone, he makes $30 million a year. Just on his podcast alone. That's not including what he's getting paid through probably USC. Well, Spotify probably gives him 25 or 30 million easily.
Well, yeah, and he did all them years with Fear Factor and shit. I'm sure he's not hurting for no money.
Right.
Hey, this ain't no time to feed your face.
Benji
Where's Dot? Where's Dot at?
So
get the mustard, Dot.
Pay him for his podcast.
Dot's on the other side. She's not going to get the mustard.
Who pays Joe Rogan for his podcast?
Spotify does. Hell yeah, Dylan. Don't we all need some fuck you money? It'd be nice to have some.
That'd be nice,
money.
Yeah. It's just the way he talked about it. It just cracked me up. You know, it wasn't like, oh, I got a lot of money or this money. It was like, no, I got fuck you money. And it's like, fuck you money's got to be up there. I'm thinking, you know, it's got to be up
But like
there.
you said, he goes, you know, I wanted to open a place to help comedians here in Texas and get them prepped to get out there and do good work everywhere. So he goes, open that club was nothing about money. You know, it was just, you know. But I mean, it was something he always wanted to do. You know, it was, you know, when they were growing up, they were all like, you know, the comedians are like, you know, when they're trying to make it big, they're like, one day we should open a comedy club, you know. And then he finally said, "Fuck it, I have the money, I might as well fucking do it," you know. So.
Yeah, because he's got fuck you money. I just told you that.
Yeah, it's got fuck you money. Yeah, yeah.
I want some fuck you money for sure.
And he's always got good drugs too.
I got some fuck off money, not fuck you money. Just fuck off money right now.
Like, fuck off, it's going all to bills. Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's where our money goes first thing. Bills. Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bills kink up the life a little bit.
A lot of it. At least in August or October, we're done paying for our van.
There you go.
Nice.
Yep, and it'll break down.
Well, yeah, as soon as you get it paid off, you know it's going to break down then.
Yep.
They got it down pretty good, man. As soon as your warranty's over, it's like it's all over with.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny when we name our machines and stuff, and the vehicles get named. So David said, "What should we call the vehicle?" And it's a big white van, so I said, "Holla," because it's a creature in a game, and it's, you know, like a big elk, and it's majestic and all that other stuff. He says, "I like that. Holla. Van Holla." Like,
Damn, Dylan.
Oh man, I feel like a big glass of Dickens cider.
Maybe you put the
You feel
keys
like
in
you
the
have a
fridge.
big glass dick inside you. Is that what you just said?
Whoa.
That's what it sounded like, dude. Is that what you just said?
Jesus Christ.
Who
I
said?
said I need a big glass.
That's okay.
of
I got that
cider.
part.
That's
What kind
he
of
was
cider?
Morphs.
You said Dickens, right?
Oh, that's my favorite.
Hey, that's what I heard. All I heard is something about I want a big glass Dickens.
You know, like I was on Instagram this morning and I found a post, and somebody had blown a big glass dick and balls, and they had left a hole in the end, and they filled it up with wine, and they were filling their wine glass with this dick, and it had 2 balls, and inside each ball sack it had the red wine.
It was aerating it.
Okay, I have a good story. There was a
And Benji, did you message him and ask him where you could buy one?
No, we had a Christmas party for a workplace, right?
Balls of hot glass bread, and was like, "Let's make a dick and balls pipe." You know, like that'd be. You could
You'd smoke out of that, wouldn't you?
Well, you.
He'd smoke out of it.
5 seconds. He
well,
would.
it'd be funny, wouldn't it?
It would be.
They probably already got one, to be honest.
Did you want any more?
A big penis.
No,
a big
I'm
penis
okay, hon.
pipe. A big penis
had
pipe.
this,
that would be funny.
Yeah, we had this Christmas party, and people would bring
Go
in
smoke a
presents,
dick.
and there were numbers that each person had to get for the present. The one I got was a frog that with the wiener and big balls and a top. I forget what exactly it was, but
it was a horny toad.
A horny toad, exactly.
That was from my husband. But you were also able to do switches on people and try to steal theirs away from them. That frog went through about 15 people, I swear. I want that.
He just needs a BBB.
BBB. Big.
I remember when I was in Canada, when I went to Victoria Island or whatever, we went to a magic shop and the dude was doing the ball trick, like how many balls you think you got in your hand.
Right.
And this chick that was with us he did it to her, and she's, because the balls were only about that big or something, and she's all like, "Oh, there's got to be 8 or 10," and he's all, "Would you believe only 2?" She turns her hand over, and it was a great big old foam pecker with 2 balls. It was funnier than shit. I was laughing my ass off. It's funny. I spent most of the day in that magic shop talking to that guy. It was the funnest day ever. It was so fun.
That would be really fun.
Yeah, he was some known magician or some shit. I spent most of the day, and we got caught smoking weed on the waterfront because our teacher got mad at us. He's all like, bringing weed across the state line is one thing, but we're in another fucking country. He was all yelling at us. It was funny. But we didn't think about it like that. We just thought, well, if we're going to spend the day over in Canada, we're bringing some weed. It's like... They didn't care. Yeah. We were students. They didn't check us or nothing. It was like they talked to our teacher. We walked right through. It was no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Even though when I did go, I forgot my ID, and we were already all the way there. Me and another guy. So we were going to stay in the van. We were all like, "Screw it, we'll just stay here. You guys go to Canada, and we'll hang out." And they're all like, "No, just come anyway. We'll see what we can do because you're with the school." And the Americans are all like, "Oh yeah, we'll let you go over there, but we don't know if the Canadians are going to let you come back." And it was like, "Well, it's a toss-up. Well, let's go anyway." And they let us come back. But it was funny. That was what they told us. They're like, "We'll trust the fact that your teacher, knows who you are, and we'll let you go over there. But there's no guarantee the Canadians will let you back." And we were like, "What? Let's chance it. Let's go."
You. You didn't know funny. If we like you well enough, we kidnap you.
Yeah, that was crazy. I understand.
It's because of the bears. It's those bears that we use. Yep.
You guys must have not liked Justin Bieber.
Oh, cripes.
Isn't he from
you
Canada?
Still don't want to buy him, right?
Is Bieber from Canada?
Yes.
Is he?
Yes.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Yes, we keep on trying to give him away.
She says that in a bad way, like, yes.
Pamela Anderson is too, ain't she?
Yeah, Pamela Anderson is.
Oh, cool. I like Pamela.
Yeah, because that's where she got her start. There was some kind of a beer, or it was
she was at a football game or something, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was at a baseball game or some kind of game, and then the beer ad went on or something, and she was all like, "Oh, I want to be the swimsuit model for them," and she ended up being that and becoming who she was.
Yep.
It was some beer advertisement in some baseball game or something.
And then she was on Tool Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Tool Time.
Man, I'm getting tired of this fucking camera.
Tommy Lee's dick.
Oh yeah, she got 2 of his children. But no, they are the ones that had the sex tape out and shit. Yeah.
Didn't they do some kind of, yeah.
Hell, that's pretty common nowadays with celebrities, though, you know.
Yeah, true. But it's
but Pamela
Anderson
long time ago either. She was already in Playboy and shit, wasn't she? Everybody said
yeah,
that's what I was going to say.
And then Tommy Lee didn't give a shit, so it was like,
Tommy Lee never gave. No.
And actually, they made a Netflix wasn't a Netflix documentary about that. I mean, like a show, you know, like a series show about that Pamela and Tommy or something. It was on some fucking show.
Yeah.
Don't know.
You know, like a spinoff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that'd be quite. I mean, that's like, you know, the old Hollywood dream. You got the, you know, the model and all that shit. The top model, top musician going at it. You know, doing their thing.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at it too, you know, I mean, it wasn't just Tommy Lee that had like Pamela with like Baywatch. That other Baywatch chick was with another member of Motley Crue too, wasn't it? Nikki Sixx or somebody like that, or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not unusual for you guys to get people
dildos
from Canada
and breast implants flying left, right, and center.
Yeah, because Tommy, he dated that Heather Locklear, and then Pamela Anderson or whatever.
Oh, banging each other. Oh my God.
Well, I think we only got a couple people watching, so we're gonna head y'all over to Morbid's there. I've dropped this link.
Okie dokies.
And
thank you for having me on.
Yep.
Stop by tomorrow night and say hi. Until next time, I'm out.
Peace.
Take care and stay wild, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Laters, gators.
Suck balls, Benji.